welcome back to my channel. So we're already at the end of April, which is absolutely crazy to me. April was such an amazing yet weird month. It was my birthday and we went to Disney, which was awesome. But then at the same time, I am here all by myself for the first time, which is kind of scary. Also, again, don't mind the lighting. Absolutely hate this lighting, but there's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, bear with me. But yeah, April has come to an end, which means it is time that I share my monthly favorites with you guys. So since I'm here in Canada, I have tried out so many new makeup items, and of course I discovered a few favorite items which I couldn't wait to share with you guys. So that is why in today's video I am going to share my April beauty favorites. But before we get on into the video, if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to get notified for future videos, don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah, let's get on into the video. My first favorite is actually a candle, and this is the Coconut Leaves by Bath & Body Works. So again, one of the perks of living in Toronto is that I have access to a Bath & Body Works store. So I picked up the Coconut Leaves 3-wick candle when they had some sort of sale going on. And I swear to God, you guys, this candle smells absolutely heavenly. If you have access to a Bath & Body Works, please go ahead and smell this. Buy it if you like it, because this candle is amazing, and I definitely think I will need to repurchase another one before I leave. Okay, so then moving on to the fun stuff, which is makeup. I have so many new items, you guys. Grab some tea, grab a snack, because it's a lot. Also, don't mind this hair, I just put some sea salt spray in it. So it is kind of crazy, but I don't know, I just was way too lazy to do something about it. So my first makeup favorite is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and I am in the shade Soft Ivory. So this foundation is kind of a newer release by Wet n Wild, and this is one of the items that was on my wish list that I made before I left to Canada, because everybody was raving about this, and of course it is so affordable that I had to try it out. I think I paid like $7 Canadian for this, which is super inexpensive. That's like €5. And I absolutely love the consistency of this. It's not too heavy. So the applicator is kind of weird. It looks like this. But the formula of this foundation is absolutely amazing. It has kind of a dewy finish, but it doesn't look greasy or illuminating. It just has a beautiful natural finish. And you can definitely build it up, but if you apply a small amount, this is a beautiful light to medium coverage, and it also stays on the skin throughout the day. And yeah, I just absolutely love this foundation. The shade matches me perfectly, and yeah, it is super affordable, so I couldn't recommend this foundation enough. Then I also have a concealer that I have been loving this month. So I picked up the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer when I was in the US. I picked this up at Ulta, because here unfortunately in Canada they don't sell it. Maybe they will eventually, but for now I haven't seen it here at Sephora's. But yeah, I picked this up in the States because it is crazy how many people rave about this concealer. So of course I had to try it out, and I am in the shade Fair Beige. So the packaging is kind of bulkier than you would expect for a concealer, and then the applicator is also kind of big for a concealer, but it does cover your dark circles like instantly. So this concealer has a soft smell, but it's not too overwhelming. So this is the most full coverage concealer that I have ever tried. It is absolutely crazy how much it covers. So with this concealer you only need like the smallest amount, because otherwise it is going to look way too heavy and cakey underneath the eyes. But if you use a small amount, this concealer is absolutely gorgeous, and it covers those dark circles beautifully. Just be careful and don't use too much. So my next favorite is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. So this is the Prime, Correct and Set 16-hour setting spray. And if you follow Kathleen Lights here on YouTube, you would know that she absolutely raved about this stuff. So of course it ended up on my wish list, and it was actually really hard to find this. It was sold out everywhere here in Canada, but then I found it in the US at a Walmart, which I was really happy about. So I immediately grabbed like 2 bottles. So this is just basically a makeup setting spray from the drugstore. I don't know if you could see that, but the mist is absolutely beautiful. It does have a soft perfumey fragrance to it, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it sets my makeup beautifully. It also sinks into my skin, and it makes my skin look less powdery and dull. And the spray is also amazing. There's not too much product that comes out of it at once, and it is absolutely amazing and affordable. So if you can get your hands on this, absolutely get it. So then my next favorite is kind of random, I guess, but it is a makeup brush, and this is the Love Beauty Fully 8 brushes for Ulta brush, and it doesn't really have, oh yeah. So this is the 211 all over powder brush, and as you can see, it is absolutely huge. So when I saw this brush, I immediately put it in my basket because look at it. It is so fluffy, it is huge, and this is the perfect powder brush to just apply your powder all over your face. It is really dense, yet it is fluffy at the same time, and I just absolutely love it. I mean, look at it. It covers almost my entire face at once, and I have been using this brush ever since I got it at Ulta. It is absolutely amazing. It was expensive. It was really expensive, but it is the best powder brush that I have tried so far, and I'm so happy I got it. I mean, look at it. It does need to be cleaned like really badly, but oh my god, it is so soft and fluffy and the perfect powder brush. Then also from Milani, I have a baked bronzer that I have been loving, and this is in the shade 04 Glow Baked Bronzer. So this is what the packaging looks like. So again, I got this in the States because it has the annoying CVS sticker on it, which I can't get off. I tried, but I really can't. So that is annoying because I'm a beauty blogger as well, and I like taking pictures of my makeup, but this looks absolutely ugly. This sticker, like, what are they doing? But yeah, then moving on to the actual product. So this is the bronzer. I think it also comes with a brush. Yeah, so it comes with a brush and a mirror right here. And then this is the actual bronzer. So this bronzer is definitely a very warm bronzer, but it doesn't look too orange on my skin tone, and it blends beautifully. It is the one I'm wearing right now. Also, something bit me right here. Ugh. But yeah, this bronzer has like specks of gold glitter throughout it, but it doesn't look too shimmery on the skin, and this bronzer is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, this bronzer adds a beautiful sun-kissed effect to the skin that I just absolutely love. It just looks as if I just went on vacation. And yeah, this is such a beautiful bronzer. It also comes with a lot of product, 7 grams, which isn't bad. I also really love the packaging of this bronzer, except for the sticker, of course. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite bronzer that I have discovered for the month of April. So I also have a favorite blush for the month of April. So this is the Tarte Party Blush, which I actually got for free because at Sephora they give like gift sets for your birthday. And this year it is a Tarte set, and I have been absolutely loving this set. So it came with a little blush that is called Party, and then it also came with a Tarteist lip paint in the shade... which shade is it? Birthday Suit. And I have been loving both of these products. So this is the blush I'm using right now. It is very natural, but I love the consistency, and it doesn't look too like intense on my skin, which is why I have been absolutely loving this, because I love a neutral blush, and this is right up my alley. And then the set also came with the Tarteist lip paint in Birthday Suit. So this is a cute little mini version, but I just love this shade. It is a beautiful like neutral pinky shade that I absolutely love and have been wearing a lot throughout this month. The formula is very different than anything I have tried before when it comes to liquid lipsticks, because it doesn't really dry down to a matte finish. It's not tacky, but it doesn't dry down either. So it doesn't have the best lasting power, but this shade is absolutely gorgeous, and it is also extremely comfortable to wear. Okay, so then moving on to highlighters. I actually have 3 highlighters to share with you guys, which is absolutely crazy, but I do love highlighters, and I discovered a lot of amazing ones this month, so of course I had to share them with you guys. So the first highlight is the Too Faced Love Light Prismatic Highlighter in the shade Blinded by the Light. So this is what the packaging looks like. Absolutely stunning. And this is part of their new spring collection. So then this is what the inside looks like. It has like this holographic like diamond shape to it. So this highlight is definitely more on the natural side, but you can definitely build it up to look quite intense and heavy. So this is what it looks like right here. It is meant to be more of a natural highlight, but of course I prefer what is wrong with my voice? But of course I prefer a bam in your face highlight, but I can definitely achieve that with this because it is super buildable, and the consistency is very lightweight, and I just absolutely love it. And also the packaging is just super cute and adorable. So yeah, again, something that I have discovered this month and have been absolutely loving. Then moving on to a more affordable highlight. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. So again, this is a product that I have heard so many people rave about here on YouTube, and I couldn't get my hands on it in Belgium. So when I saw this at the drugstore here, I immediately grabbed it, and when I first applied it, I couldn't believe how beautiful it was, especially considering that it is really cheap and affordable. But this is such a beautiful highlight. Again, it is more on the natural side, but you can build it up to look more intense. So compared to the Too Faced highlighter, it definitely has more of a rose gold finish to it. But it looks so stunning on the cheekbones, and it doesn't look powdery or cakey or anything like that. It just adds a beautiful glow to the skin, and it doesn't look shimmery, which is what I was afraid of, but it doesn't. And this highlight is really stunning. It is definitely one of those hidden gems at the drugstore. Well, I guess it's not hidden because everybody loves it, but this is definitely a drugstore treasure. And again, if you can get this, get it, get 2 of them, get 3 of them, because it is absolutely stunning. And then the last highlighting product is the ABH and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. So when I saw they were releasing this, when I was actually in Canada and able to get my hands on it, I was so excited, but I was afraid it was going to be sold out. I actually was super lucky and able to get my hands on it here in Canada. So this is what the inside looks like, and this is a collaboration with the YouTuber Nicole Guerrero. If you don't know her, she has her own YouTube channel. She came out with a glow kit in collaboration with ABH. So this is what the inside looks like, and I have been absolutely loving this palette. It is definitely more on the shimmery side. So it is definitely more on the shimmery side, and they are extremely intense. So you definitely have to be careful when you apply them because it can look way too intense really quickly. But if you use a small amount, they're absolutely beautiful. I also love how they catered a lot of different skin tones with this palette, although I can definitely use most of these shades. And for example, this one is a little bit too dark, the 143, but then I just mixed it with Forever Lit and it looks super stunning. So yeah, this is definitely a palette that I have been loving, and I am super grateful and happy that I was able to get my hands on it. So then moving on to eyes, I have a eyeshadow primer that I have been loving. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. So I actually got this in Belgium right before I left. If you saw what I got for my birthday, you would have seen that I got it, which I will link that video down below. But as I mentioned in that video, I was going to keep you guys updated if I liked it or not, and I really do. This is such an amazing eyeshadow primer. It is the one I used today, and it is the one that I have been using ever since I got it. It's the only one that I brought with me, and I just absolutely love it. I also just use it if I don't wear any eyeshadow, just to cover up any veins, because it does add a nude tint to your eyelids and it covers up any veins that you might have or any imperfections. It also has more of a thicker consistency, but it makes my eyeshadow last all day long, which is what I'm looking for in an eyeshadow primer, of course. So yeah, this is definitely one I would recommend. So then moving on to eyeshadow, I also have an eyeshadow palette that I have been loving, and this is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek palette. So I dedicated an entire video to this collection, which I will link down below if you're interested in seeing it. So this is what the palette looks like. It is absolutely stunning. It is unicorn inspired, and I love the shades of this. It also has gold details, which, you know, I absolutely love. And then on the inside you get a big mirror and all of these eyeshadows and one highlighting shade in the middle. Now I have used this palette a couple of times already. I also used this palette to create this look today, and I absolutely love these eyeshadows. They are quite chunky and glittery, but I absolutely love them. If you just know how to work with them, they're amazing. I also really love the matte shade that comes in the palette, and the highlighter is also really stunning. Again, it is the one that I am wearing right now. So I am super happy and grateful that I was able to get my hands on this palette. It is such a beauty, and yeah, I just love this collection. So I am absolutely enjoying this palette, and I have been using it a lot since I got it. And then from the same collection, I've also been loving the Tarte Tarte's lip paint in the shade Festival. Now unlike this one, which came in the set, it is Unlike this one, which came in the birthday set, this one is a lot bigger, of course, but this one also has a quick dry finish, and this one doesn't. So as I mentioned before, this one doesn't dry out to a matte finish, but this one does, which is why I absolutely love it. It is the one I'm wearing right now, and again, you can check out that video if you want to see an in-depth review and swatches of this. But this is definitely the lipstick that I have been wearing most of the time this month, and I love the finish. It also feels really comfortable on the lips considering that it is a matte finish. The packaging is absolutely stunning, the shade is stunning, and I would totally recommend you checking out this collection because it has some really amazing and beautiful products in it. Then sticking to lips, there's another liquid lipstick that I have been loving, and this is the ABH Ashton Liquid liquid lipstick. This is one of those items that have been on my wish list like forever, and it was super hard to find here in Canada, so I was actually able to find it at a Macy's in the US. But this is such a beautiful shade, and I have been seeing so many people wearing this on YouTube, and I just loved it, so I had to get it, and I'm super happy I found it at a Macy's. So the consistency is a bit drying. If you know ABH liquid lipsticks, they can be a little bit drying, but this shade is absolutely stunning and worth the dryness. It's really hard to describe this shade, but in my opinion it is super stunning, and yeah, I've just been wearing this a lot as well. Then I have one more lip product to share with you guys, and this is the Milani Moisture Lock Coconut Oil Infused Lip Treatment. So that is a mouthful, but this is basically an oil that is going to nourish and hydrate your lips. So I have been really enjoying this to nourish my lips throughout this month. So it has a really big doe foot applicator. It smells like coconuts, and I love anything that smells like coconuts, if you haven't noticed. But this does an amazing job at nourishing my lips, and I have been loving applying this at night because then in the morning my lips feel really soft and not so dry. It would also be a great like lip gloss or lipstick topper, but since I'm not really a glossy person, I just use it as a sort of lip balm, and it works amazingly. And then lastly, I have a nail polish base and top coat that I have been loving. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Last The Saving Base, and this is the Mega Last Hard as Ice. So I didn't bring any top coats or base coats with me, and I was really missing it because my nail polish looked very dull. But then I picked up these two items, which were again super affordable and inexpensive, and they made a huge difference, like huge. So now my nails look really glossy, and that was what I was looking for. So I think these two products together are a top combo, and I have been really enjoying these. They made my nails look really glossy and shiny, which is what I love about these. So if you're looking for a good and affordable base and top coat for your nail polish, these are definitely ones I would recommend. So yeah, that wraps up all of my favorites for the month of April. Let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorites were, and then I can check them out. So before you leave, don't forget to follow me on my social media, which is always linked down below, and also to check out my blog. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Mwah.